the shield hero without a sword. An alternate tale of Naofumi Iwattani. Cue thunder and the distant rumble of a kingdom on the verge of chaos. Shield Chapter 1. The Fall of the Hero. Naofumi Iwattani, freshly summoned into the world of Melromark as one of the 4 legendary heroes, had dreams. Dreams of glory. Dreams of adventure. Dreams of a harem, let's be honest. But those dreams shattered faster than a beginner's wooden sword. Framed for a crime he didn't commit. Shunned by the kingdom. Betrayed by the only party member assigned to him. And worst of all, he couldn't even hold a decent stick to smack a slime. Because he was the shield hero. No swords. No spears. No flashy magic. Just a shield. And a whole lot of resentment. In another life, this is where he would have met Raphtalia, a scared little slave girl who'd grow into a fierce warrior and warm his frozen heart. But in this tale, she's sold to a different slave trader and sent far away. She never even sees the angry man in the black cloak walk past the stall. And Filo, the filial egg Naofumi would have bought, snatched by some bratty noble kid who wanted a chocobo with flair. Spoiler. He got eaten by it. Whole Chapter 2. Into the pit. Without allies, Naofumi was forced to get creative. And by creative, I mean he threw himself at weak monsters and hoped for the best. The locals called him the angry hobo with a shield. He built a makeshift tent out of monster hide. Ate roasted mushrooms he couldn't identify, resulting in some hallucination episodes we'll skip past for decency's sake. And worst of all, he talked to his shield. A lot. "You're the only one who gets me," he whispered one night. To be fair, the Curse series shield did whisper back. Firecracker Chapter 3. The Rise of the Rage. As the waves of catastrophe began, the other heroes were off gallantly saving towns and kissing babies. Naofumi? He was fighting slimes. With rage. One of the guards yelled, "Hey, shield hero. There's a village being attacked." Naofumi shouted back, "Tell the village to get a sword." Still, he showed up, wading into battle with no allies, no support, and barely a level above a cabbage. When a monster nearly crushed him, something snapped. The rage shield awakened. His anger boiled over. His hatred for the world became fuel. Flames erupted around him as he unleashed a terrifying power. He won that battle, but the villagers looked at him like a monster. No feast. No thank you. No statue in his honor. Just silence and fear. And maybe a rock thrown at his back as he walked away. Bust in Silhouette Chapter 4. The Lonely Road. Months passed. Naofumi became a myth. A shadow in the woods. A walking furnace of fury with eyes that glowed red in the dark. He took on mercenary work under fake names. Solved problems violently. Always alone. Rumors spread. He's got no heart. He fights like he wants to lose. I heard his shield eats souls. Okay, that last one was almost true. Curse series is nasty business. Crown Chapter 5. A Kingdom in Decline. Meanwhile, Melromark was in political disarray. Without Filo, there was no filial queen to bond with. Without Raphtalia, there was no bridge between Naofumi and the demi-humans. So when tensions rose between species, there was no peace broker. War brewed in the shadows. The other heroes? Too self-absorbed, too underpowered, and too busy arguing about game mechanics. When the third wave struck, Melromark wasn't ready. Naofumi came grudgingly. He didn't want to save them, but he didn't want the world to burn either. He arrived at the battlefield wrapped in black flames, alone. No cavalry, no magic bird, no loyal swordswoman, just a cursed hero and his wrath. Fire Chapter 6. The Shield of Vengeance. He fought like a demon. Flames erupted with every strike. Monsters fled from him. The air thickened with malice. But cursed power comes at a price. His body cracked. His mind trembled. And deep inside, something darker stirred. A voice from the shield whispered, "Let go. Let me take over. You don't need anyone." And honestly, he almost agreed. Then he looked around. The people who once spat at him now cowered behind broken walls. Children cried. Guards bled. Innocents screamed. And Naofumi, the shield hero no one believed in, stepped forward. Not because they deserved saving, but because someone had to carry the burden. Sun, Chapter 7. Redemption? Eventually someone did notice. A young orphan girl began following him. She didn't speak much, just handed him herbs when he was hurt, sat near the fire at night, never judged him. He never learned her name. One night, she said, "You look tired." He blinked. "I've been tired for a long time." It was the first real conversation he'd had in months. Performing Arts Epilogue, the hero we never knew. History would not remember this Naofumi the same way. Not as a kind-hearted leader. Not as a hero with loyal companions and fluffy bird sidekicks. But as a man who bore the world's hatred and still fought to protect it. Even alone. Even broken. Even when no one cared. Because sometimes the strongest shield is the one that never stops standing, even when it has no sword to protect.